But I feel like to maintain that level is difficult.
Because it's not just Ramadan is not just about lack of nutrition. Like because for individuals that are not familiar with Ramadan, like there's no water. There's also there's no, you're not eating, so you also you're not hydrated.
You're not fueling yourself properly.
You're not fueling yourself. Yeah. There's your sleep patterns all up and down.
Yeah.
There's alteration of sleep cycle. Then you've got the spiritual intensity. Yeah, because that just like Taraweeh at night, there's that can be quite tiring for some. Welcome back to Cadence and Coffee, where performance meets perspectives. So now I was say today's special episode, a special one where we'll be talking about something that sits not just in cycling but in discipline, in faith. Where we'll talk about training through the month of Ramadan. Like a conflict, you're fasting from dawn to sunset, no food, no water, you still want to train. So the question is, can you maintain your performance while fasting? Should you adjust your training? And are there actually any hidden advantages in the month of fasting for most riders that we overlook?
I think the first one I think we can try, or not maybe the first one, we can try and add saying, what is the goal when training in the month of Ramadan?
Or there was another question.
Because I was going to try and say, it's hard.
This one's a special one today.
Yeah.
Where we'll be talking about something that just doesn't sit in cycling intersectionally, but also there's a discipline of faith, there's resilience, and also like the main question, it's the month of Ramadan, and are we going to lose our what's during the month of Ramadan?
Your winter training.
Yeah, is the winter training going to go down the pan, or the question is, can we still maintain performance while fasting?
I think the first thing you should be asking is why, or what are you trying to achieve, or what's your main goal whilst training in the month of Ramadan? I think to improve something you built up during winter training.
But can you improve? That's that's the question. Like we're not doctors, we're not specialists.
No.
We're just talking from experience. But can you have you seen improvement? Because one thing that you're constantly fighting in Ramadan is, do you lose your watts
or your gains
or your gains,
yeah,
or do you lose your niyyah in fight?
So you know what? It's hard because I feel like even if you try to improve in what you've built in winter, it's difficult because now, especially now, Ramadan for now is the days are shorter. So,
which for some it might be an advantage. Like it's winter days. Remember the days when we were fasting in the summer?
Yeah.
They were long.
Okay, let me put it to you then. When do you train?
Personally, at the moment,
during
the month of Ramadan, I'm finding it difficult to train.
Yeah.
So the odd times when I train is after Taraweeh.
Yeah, so late night.
Late nights. So I'll jump on the trainer about 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Do
an hour session. Unless it's a weekend.
But does your training timing change depending on what workout you're doing? Or do you always try and say, okay, look, I'm going to do it after Taraweeh? And
so for me, it's more like just trying to find time. Because don't forget, you're fasting from sunrise to sunset. You've still got your day job. You still need to do that. You've still got family. You've still got all your day-to-day chores. And then if you lead in Taraweeh or if you're praying, then there's that additional TSS. Not TSS, there's that additional stress. So for me, it's just finding time. When's the best time to train? And I find it, if it's not a weekend, it'll probably be after Taraweeh.
Okay.
And again, zone 1, zone 2.
Okay, so if you're doing zone 1, zone 2, for example.
Yeah.
And then let's just say, before coming into the month of Ramadan, you aren't strictly doing zone 1, zone 2.
No.
You're obviously doing the VO2,
the up and down, the sweet spots, and
all that kind of stuff. But I feel like to maintain that level is difficult.
Because it's not just Ramadan is not just about lack of nutrition. Like because for individuals that are not familiar with Ramadan, like there's no water. There's also there's no, you're not eating, so you also you're not hydrated.
You're not
as well.
fueling yourself properly.
You're not fueling yourself. Yeah. There's your sleep patterns all up and down.
Yeah.
There's alteration of sleep cycle. Then you've got the spiritual intensity. Yeah. Because that that just like Taraweeh at night. There's that can be quite tiring for some. You know?
Yeah, of course.
Especially if you've got a strenuous job throughout the day, then you've opened your fast, and then you're going for Taraweeh, and then are you physically you're asking your body let's do another session,
Yeah, so it's not easy.
So it's a combination of stress, I'd say, that stacks up.
So how do you deal with it? So what's
the way I'd think of it? Ramadan is not just about performance. So I would say don't look at trying to don't chase gains in Ramadan.
So it comes down to, obviously, the first question you should be asking yourself is, what do you intend to gain training in the month of Ramadan?
Probably recalibrate
yourself and
recalibrate yourself, reset kind of thing.
Yeah.
Maintain what you've already got without further decline.
Yeah.
Because again, like I said, every year you can ask yourself the question: do you protect your watts or do you protect your intention? But I think that's jokes aside, but that's probably more on the discipline aspect of everything.
Yeah, I think for me it's just trying to maintain whatever I've done leading up to Ramadan. But saying that, I've looked at my calendar for this week or next week. I've got a couple of VO2 in there.
So tell me about this VO2. So when are you planning to do them?
So I've cut. They've been cut short to about 40-45 minutes max.
Yeah.
So I was just thinking that I'll literally come in on the way to here, and I was thinking, where am I going to fit? Because 40 minutes is not long if you think about it.
No.
So I was thinking maybe as soon as I break my fast, jump on the bike just before Tarawih, and then literally.
And then have a meal after, because I was reading up on something that like best times to train, and it was that was suggested where, break your fast with some dates and some water, and just get the basics in you.
Yeah.
And then do your hard session, your VO2 session.
Yeah. And
then fuel up properly after.
Yeah, because I think as long as you're fueling, you've got your carb, water, and whatnot.
Yeah.
You're drinking. I think for anything within the hour, I think you should be fine. Anything that goes beyond, I think, hour 30, it's a bit.
You start to feel it.
Yeah, you're definitely going to feel it. And I think if you obviously planning on going for Tara, then you're rushing for time as well. So
there's that to do.
Yeah, and I think mentally, you need a here or there. You get it. You're like, okay, I got this training done.
Yeah.
I got to shower up, eat, and then go for thingy. Tara. So it does. But for me, I think, like I was saying, I've got a couple of VO2 sessions coming up next week or this week.
So are you planning to do them after?
As soon as I break my fast, I feel like, because they're only about 40-45 minutes max.
Just.
I reckon it's doable, and I think so. Mine kind of lead up. They go like zone 1, zone 2, and then the VO2 kicks in towards the end, and then that's it. I think hopefully it should be fine. I'll see how the first day goes. Yeah. If I need to adjust it, then I will. And if worst case scenario, I think after Tarawih I'll have to try and get it in, really. But to be fair, like today I did probably shouldn't have done. I did a 2-hour ride.
But that was during the daytime, wasn't it?
Yeah, so that was literally in the morning.
How did that feel? It must have been a slog.
Yeah, it was tough. But it was tough, even though it was zone 1, zone 2, for 2 hours. Doing it first thing in the morning I think I felt it straight after, because.
Do you feel peckish after?
It's more to do with thirst, to be honest.
Was it?
Yeah, I was very thirsty.
Because when you're fasting, your glycogen levels are depleted. You're already low. Your liver glycogen is low. Your muscle glycogen may still exist to a certain extent, but
would you try to thingy up if you're sticking to a plan? would you try and the day before or the night before plan what you're eating so you fuel properly?
I probably, if I was, so last year, when the days were a bit longer,
Yeah.
so the days I was riding, I would do an outdoor ride on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I do an outdoor ride on the weekend, I would try to make sure that I'm having a good suhoor. Have some overnight oats. I have overnights most days anyway.
Yeah.
Have some talbina, and have like eat properly at suhoor time. So then I'd go for a ride, and 30-40 miles, nice pace, would be comfortable.
Yeah.
But the days I didn't have a good suhoor, then you can generally feel it. It's what you feel is that explosiveness, that on a ride sometimes you've got that explosive snap.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can have that at the end of the ride where you've had a nice ride and you've still got enough energy at the end for that explosiveness. But I'm guessing in Ramadan, because your glycogen's like depleted and is more or less low.
Yeah.
Like you can't react.
Yeah.
As well, and
I feel like.
And it's more of like a sluggish ride.
But the issue you have, because obviously the month of Ramadan is afterwards as well. Like, you don't want to come back home and just be finished.
Couch.
You're like literally on the couch and just knockout. Those obviously there's other things to do. Like you said, it's the month of Ramadan. You want to read the Quran and and all that.
True, because there's that aspect of it too. As Muslims, we're like cycling is there.
Yeah.
But in the month of Ramadan, we also want to try to get a bit more, get some other gains too,
Of course, it's spiritual as well.
Gains too.
Of course.
But of course, there's a question, like I said at the beginning, is like how do you make sure there's a balance? You don't want to reset everything that you after Ramadan, it's a struggle.
Yeah.
I remember there was one. This is probably like 4 or 5 years ago. It's a picture of one brother always sends of me finished on the floor, KO.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that one.
It was that Ramadan. I went for Umrah, so probably for most of the month. So I didn't ride the whole month.
Yeah.
There was zero miles and zero training logged. And then after Ramadan, first club ride back, we went and did a 70-80 mile ride. And at the end, I was
kaput.
Forget kaput. They had to go get me ice cream. I still remember they went and got it was a co-op or something. They stopped and got me some crunchy ice cream.
Damn, that was a bit tough.
That was so. Then after that, I thought, you know what, you have to train in Ramadan.
Yeah.
Especially if you're an athlete and if you're going to be competing at races, so you have to train. But of course, you just need to adjust your training.
But I feel like for this year, or even last year, but I think this year now, because obviously part of now gapped.
Yeah.
So, seeing as though we'll probably do maybe depending on when we plan to do races now. Some races obviously have already started. Some are still going after the month of Ramadan. So, if let's just say you've got the intention to race after Ramadan, ideally, you've got to be training.
You have to,
Yeah.
So, are you planning to race in Ramadan?
Not well, probably not. I mean, after doing today's 2 hour, I think it'd be tough. But I think I'll see.
But it's a race. Was what 40 minutes, 45 minutes?
Yeah, but you're going near
full
enough
gas.
full gas.
Yeah, for 45 minutes.
Yeah, and
just sit at the back, isn't it?
Yeah,
you're quite used to sitting at the back.
Oh, don't expose me, bro. So what I was gonna say is like, yeah, but you can sit at the back, but depending what time the race is, like some of these races,
like they say, just race smart.
Yeah, well, some of the time these races are like in the afternoon.
Yeah,
so you're waiting.
It's not ideal.
So whether you fueled for the night before, it's not gonna stay.
Yeah, it'd be at 10 o'clock if you're done.
Yeah, so we're like, come, even if you sit at the back, you're still gonna be pushing you still.
Yeah, you have to still stay in the pack.
Yeah, it's still gonna be hard, but I feel like it's gonna be tough. But I think I've not got any intentions of racing, but I guess I'll get a better idea on how the body is when I do some of these.
Surprises you.
Yeah, of course. It all comes down to planning, isn't it? Like how well.
That's the thing. Like I said, I think Ramadan, but it's more of like you still continue, You just need to plan your workouts, plan the intensity, plan the timing,
Yeah.
see what works for you.
Yeah, because look, if you look at it, okay, if you look at the pros who play football, for example, majority of them fast and they play a full 90-minute game.
Yeah.
And football games are pretty high intense.
Yeah.
So I guess there must be something to try and keep you going for an hour.
Yeah. And what about the hydration aspect of things? Because like, how do you stay hydrated? Even 2% of water loss or 2% of dehydration in the body weight can reduce your power output.
Yeah.
Can increase RPE, can also increase your heart rate. So, and that's just 2%. And during Ramadan, if you're doing intensity workout, you're gonna lose more than 2%.
Yeah.
And you lose water through
Especially
various,
if you're doing indoor as well.
yeah, and you lose water through various forms, isn't it? Through sweat, through urine, through things. So how can you tolerate low carbs, which is what we've got, plus tolerate an additional dehydration at that particular point too?
It's hard. You know what? I feel like I'm no expert in nutrition or anything like that. I just feel like you just have to drink enough the night before.
So do you have electrolytes?
I don't, but I should. You know what? I keep telling myself that I'm gonna, like, for example, if I've got to work out the next day, I keep telling myself that I'm gonna.
At Suhoor or Iftar.
Yeah. I'm just gonna have like maybe the 500 ml that you get. I'm just gonna gulp it down and whatnot.
Put some electrolytes in there.
Yeah, you know what? It probably will help, but to be fair, like, I've not really got into that habit yet, but I should really.
So, during Ramadan, there's various types of riders.
Yeah.
You can say you'll get like the social rider that want to continue to do the social rides.
Yeah.
And then you can say the performance rider that wants to, push a bit.
Yeah.
High intensity, do a bit of adaptation here and there. VO2 max, like you've got a couple planned. And then you've got the competitive rider that wants to race, but and have a race during Ramadan.
Yeah.
So based on these three categories, you've got the social, the performance, and the competitive.
Yeah.
What would you say? Like, what would be the one key advice or thing that you'd say? Okay, for this type of rider, this is in Ramadan, adjust according to this.
To be fair, I reckon if you could do a mixture.
Yeah.
But I think it just depends on the individual. Like for me, I don't mind doing one or two tough sessions. But I think if you do more than that,
Then, I mean, I know my body. If I was to do one tough session,
but
I'll be walking around with
it's not doable. It's not doable. It's doable. You just have to be able to be, like I said, fuel properly, hydrate yourself properly the day before, and then.
Because the way I look at it, like let's take that ride, the social rider, doing zone 2 ride throughout the month of Ramadan, 2-3 times a day, or 2-3 times a week.
Yeah.
That might actually benefit that person.
Yeah.
Because Ramadan might actually slowly start to improve that rider's metabolic flexibility or
the aerobic and
so they might come out at the end of Ramadan feeling a bit more stronger.
Yeah. I don't think you can't. I don't think you won't gain it. I won't gain. I don't think if you're just doing the easy zone 1, zone 2, I don't think it's not less beneficial. For example, I still think there's gains in them.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Because you got to obviously take in the fact that you're fasting on all that kind of stuff, but there's no harm in.
So what about the performance rider, the one that's high intensity? I
reckon it'll be finished, bro. I don't know. It's like
so, but then I'll probably say they could still do it because they want to do the VO2, which requires quite high demands on your body. Probably the best time would be after iftar. Have your iftar, do your ride, or maybe just before. Yeah. And then.
But have you ever done a VO2 just before you open your fast?
Not I think a couple of years ago, once I did a more or less like a high tempo.
Yeah. I remember I did it once.
But I bonked.
Yeah, I did it once.
I bonked on the
I started
ride.
getting cramps.
I went out. I was those three of us. We went. I went hard at the beginning of the ride.
Yeah.
And I felt good. It was 30, 40. Finished at the end.
All starts, eh?
I couldn't even pedal. Like I was done, KO'd.
Yeah.
So again, I wouldn't put myself in that situation. But again, if for someone in that kind of ride, I would say probably just do it, but reduce the session. You know, doesn't need to be an hour. You can still do it for half an hour.
Saying, but even if you start off easy,
Yeah,
and then towards the end,
yeah,
before you finish, even if it's an outdoor ride, before you finish it, before you get home, just get the VO2 in before you think.
before you get
Yeah, because the ones I've looked at my training plan for next week, it's literally like zone 2 starting off.
Does it tell you what time? What time are you planning to do it?
Yeah, I've not properly looked at it.
Is it?
Yeah, but it starts off zone 1, zone 2, and then literally like towards the end.
A bit of a high intensity.
Yeah, the VO2 does kick in. But I do remember the ones I had a bit of a taster ones before Ramadan started, and there was the VO2 like at the beginning. Then there's like a bit of a recovery, and then there's VO2.
You can let us know in the next
Next episode. Yeah. How it went. Yeah. But I feel like the way it's been planned now is just towards the end.
So, what about nutrition then, or like fueling during the month of Ramadan? So, what should be someone's strategy, or what's your strategy?
Well, I've got into the habit of not eating fried food.
Yeah.
I've tried and stay away from eating fried food. I think that's massive.
So what do you have then for?
Just I try and like have a bit of rice.
Yeah.
Try and stick with like vegetables and chicken.
Bit of protein.
Carbs. Yeah, and I try and eat like, because now I monitor obviously what I eat.
Yeah.
And you'd be surprised if you were to do the same thing.
You've lost some weight, haven't you? On that?
I've lost a bit of kg, not enough, but some kg.
Bag of sugar, yeah.
Something like that. But I feel like you'd be surprised if you start monitoring as to what you eat. You'd be surprised to like how much you eat. Like if you just take an average day.
Maybe we have to do a whole episode on that, because like how do you I can't be sitting around with a scale everywhere.
Yeah, but I thought my point, once you do it a few days,
you get an idea of what.
Yeah, you just kind of know. Okay, like for me now, I kind of stick to what I.
But what when you go to a restaurant or?
It becomes a bit.
You pull out your scale.
Yeah, I'm just there on the table like with my phone, thinking, okay, what's that? Okay, I'm asking, how many grams do you think that is? Okay, okay, what about that? It's just like, like when I'm at home, my mom, like she, honestly, like she could tell me like 2 scoops. She'll know how much it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like once the other day I was like having rice, and Mum was like, whoa, hold on, I need to know like how much grams it is. She goes, Mum's like 2 scoops is like this much. I go, nah, but how do you know? She goes, I'm telling you. So she gave me 2 scoops. I went and weighed it. Mum was right.
Mum's
a
pro, man.
She goes, I told you. She goes, you should listen to me. I know 3 scoops is this much. I'm thinking, okay, all right, cool. So now I go by what my mum tells me. So scales a bit on the back burner, because
I get you get used to it. I guess.
They know that.
They know it.
Yeah.
Like, 1 scoop will.
They know, yeah. So, but yeah. So from now, what in terms of what I do, I've trying to cut out, and I just try not to eat
junk.
Yeah, trying to cut. I think it's a good, especially Ramadan. It's a good way to start.
Yeah.
I think once you get into that routine for about 29, 30 days, take it through.
I've even outside Ramadan, I've been trying to eat healthy anyway.
Yeah.
But in Ramadan.
Yeah, I've seen what you eat outside Ramadan. It's just
try healthy.
Yeah. Well, the past few weeks leading up to you a bit.
Yeah.
You went off the rails a bit.
Happens, isn't it? It's just like it's like your training or your iman. It just goes up and down.
There's pictures coming at the dessert parlor, dessert places. Where's this guy gone now? What's going on here? Yeah,
happens, isn't it? You get
the cravings kick in a bit.
You go through some crisis.
But I feel like you can't cut out the bad food altogether. It's hard.
Yeah, it's hard when you got when everyone's around you.
Yes.
Unless we'll lock ourselves in a training camp before.
Yeah. Like today, for example, I had like obviously my sister-in-law. She made she makes some banging cheesecake. So so obviously I kept myself a bit low on the calories. To go, okay,
There's a treat.
I know there's a cheesecake coming afterwards, but it's like
My mom sent these this African sweet dish.
yeah.
It's like it's a fried sweet bowl. I don't know. Yeah, but it's dipped in it's in sugar. Literally, you can see the sugar coating on it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
Couple of those.
I had to have a couple of those. Yeah, but I could feel after this is not gonna go down well.
And once you're eating clean, and you start have the odd thingy food, if
you do feel it.
Yeah.
So during Ramadan, so oats? Yeah.
Yeah, so what I try and do is try and have overnight oats.
Yeah.
I have a bit of like
eggs.
I only have eggs when I break my fast. I don't have it.
Oh, do you? I have it at Suhoor.
Do you? See, I have overnight oats with that.
I have that too.
Do you? No, see, I have overnight. The thing is, what I'm saying, like, because obviously I try and monitor what I eat.
Yeah.
And then, like, for example, so the app that I use, it tells me, okay, you can have this is your threshold of calories.
Yeah.
And then this is what you have for breakfast. This amount of calories you can have. You'd be surprised at how much overnight oats. And if you start adding sunflower seeds and chia seeds and blueberries,
It just adds on, yeah. But that's meant to be good for you, isn't it? Chia seeds and blueberries is meant to be really good.
Yeah, but it's got calories in it. It all adds up. Depending on how much overnight oats you put into your bowl, and you got whether if you put milk and then out.
So I think this is not just naturally. This is not just for Ramadan. I'd say this is like generally try to eat healthy during Ramadan. Of course,
but if you can get into
a bit more conscious.
Yeah, I think if you get into a routine in the month of Ramadan, get into a bit of nice discipline. Follow it through,
and then
I say, Bob's your uncle, hey, you're good to go.
And what about supplements then? During Ramadan, do you take any supplements?
So to be fair, I ran out of creatine.
Is it?
So I need to.
You must have gone through that whole bag. Double dosage,
yeah. So I need to. I've stopped taking that now because.
What about your normal vitamins like vitamin D, calcium, and all that?
Vitamin D, have zinc.
Yeah.
Have magnesium. So they're the three I've kind of.
Are you still having them in Ramadan?
Yeah.
I've stopped having them.
Completely.
Yeah, I just forgot about that.
Yeah, it's hard.
I'll be honest, I completely forgot about them.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I do. I put a reminder to myself like, okay, I need to have my vitamin D tablets and.
See, you're more disciplined than I am.
I try, It's just like if I can get into a routine, I feel like it just makes it easier. But apart from that, I've not taken anything else, and
So in Ramadan, there's also the discipline aspect of things, and anything like you've got everything happening in a routine.
Yeah.
I think, like you said, if you continue that outside Ramadan, it can set you up in a good
100%
good strand. And,
of course.
You can start to adapt your training, because one thing like everyone knows, training is more consistent. Rather than just doing it for a week, 2 weeks, you be consistent on it, and day in day out or week in week out training. That's when you start to see gains over the long term. So in Ramadan, for anyone that is looking to get into cycling or get into any kind of sports, I think by just focusing on these few things, making sure your nutrition and your diet is on point, and training, whether it's in Ramadan at a low intensity.
And don't always think that your training has to be high intensity.
It doesn't need to be.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. I think if you're clear with yourself before the start as to what your main aim is
and what your objective is.
Yeah, what your objective is and what you hope to gain. And I think looking at this month of Ramadan, I think for me it's just trying to be able to maintain the legs.
That's
I don't I don't hope to start.
I'm not chasing PRs in Ramadan. I'm not chasing trying to get personal best in anything. More just maintain what all the winter training, because Ramadan's this year's Feb. And a bit of March. Next year's going to go into Feb, then eventually it's going to go into Jan and December, and it'll be deep winter. So like, you just want to maintain what you've got so far.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Especially if you're working hard towards it.
Yeah.
And I get it. Like there are probably some people out there that they'll stop completely riding, which is fair enough.
And again, also like as I said earlier, as a Muslim, it's the cycling or training in Ramadan is just one aspect. Like The whole objective of Ramadan is it's your spiritual side of it, and if this can help you and become stronger, become more conscious, and help you in your worship, then there's other benefits. There's more benefits that you can see. But then on the contrary, on the opposite side, if it's going to impact your essence of Ramadan, or impact your worship in Ramadan, then I think you probably need to ask yourself a question like, there's no point going out for a 60-mile bike ride and then skipping Asr or skipping Maghrib, or like, for example, doing a VO2 session, smashing yourself out and not doing Taraweeh. Then there's no difference. You might just there's no difference inside Ramadan.
That's true. To be fair, last year when I was doing a couple of training, and I did think like, I was doing a ride for about an hour, and I think to myself, I could have possibly read the Quran or something. But that did go through my mind. Like last year, I'll be honest, maybe there's some days I did slack in terms of not doing things spiritually and not reading and all that kind of stuff.
I think there needs to be a balance. Just have a balance. Like you said, maintain what you've got. Even pro athletes, they train during Ramadan.
It's doable.
And it's definitely doable. You just need to find what works for you. What your sweet spot is. And then continue and be consistent. Just before we wrap up, so there's also the community aspect of you've probably seen on Strava, on Instagram. There's Fasted 500. People are taking part in Fasted 500. There's all these other challenges during Ramadan. So how does bring in the community aspect of it? How does that tie into cycling? Do you see yourself doing Fasted 500?
To be fair, every time I go on Strava, there's loads of people doing it,
which is good,
of course, it motivates them to do something, part of a community thing. It's mad. To be fair, I've never taken part in it.
I think I did once, but no, I've not completed it. I've tried to.
Surprisingly, what's surprised about that?
It's Ramadan, isn't it? Everything's, but which I think it's good. Because it brings the community together.
Of course.
It encourages people that may not generally train. Brings them into.
To be fair, I've seen people doing the Fasted 500, for example. Riding consistently.
Doing Ramadan.
Than they were.
As opposed to.
So before I think, okay, fair's like,
hats off.
If that motivates them to do, fair play. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
But
so just as we finish, then we've talked quite a bit on quite a few things. What would you say the wrap up is? Then what's let's all give one advice each.
I mean, I've been saying this probably from the beginning, is have an aim as to what your intentions are in terms of what you want to do. In terms of what you hope to gain. From the training in the month of Ramadan, and try and balance it out.
Mine is like, I think Ramadan teaches us quite a few things. Which we can then take away into cycling or into whatever form of training we're doing, such as control, your resilience, gratitude, intentions. We as Muslims, we cycle, but again, if we can verify our intentions, then it becomes a form of a worship, and a form of you're doing it for a larger cause. Also, then on the cycling side of it, it teaches us like the discipline, the consistency.
Of course. I think it works hand in hand once you're able to get that balance.
Like when you combine it all together, it's more than cycling. It's more than Ramadan.
There's a more bigger picture.
There's a bigger picture, and also personally, you become stronger. You become a stronger character. Mentally. On the bike and off the bike.
Mentally.
So next Ramadan we'll do an FTP test.
a recorded one.
Or we do a race.
So trying to do a crit race and think,
in Ramadan. But in our favour, it's going the other way, so it should be fine.
True.
The season won't start, we say we're still winter camp.
That's true. We could do one if we do one in winter camp next year. So
in Ramadan.
Cool. Nah, it won't work.
I don't know. You plan it.
Nah, that's too much effort. Yeah, let's try and master doing that at home first, and then we'll think about